were given this life and no roadmaps or instruction manuals were handed to us. We were left with blank pages to write our own story. No matter what we do, no matter how we do it, years of our lives go by. They are in a continuous motion and we have to keep up with them. Sometimes we might have to run. Other times we might have to rest and just let them pass. Did you keep up with this past year? Do you feel you're in front of it, or did it overcome you? How satisfied are you with the life you've built until this moment? All you did this past year resulted in the perception you have now about life. Every experience and moment you lived put brick over brick over brick to create more height for the pedestal that you're now sitting on. How high are you sitting now? Can you see peak of mountains and tall buildings, or are you still looking at them from the ground? The perseverance and focus you put into the actions you made brought you where you are now. The willingness to let go of useless energy and time magnets put a mark on how well you performed. The attention you paid to creating your work environment weighed a lot in the outcomes you achieved. A good recipe needs certain amounts of each ingredient. There's a certain balance you need to acquire so that you get to enjoy the end results. How does your life taste now? Did you follow the recipe that your soul needs? Or did you let others mix their own ingredients for your life? Life will sometimes put us in environments that will make us feel weird and even helpless. We might even feel overwhelmed by so many unfamiliar elements surrounding us. Whether such backgrounds will affect our life or not is all up to us. The way we react to things that are happening to us is what creates a good or a bad life for us. It's about whether we choose to see the lessons and learn from them, or just focus on blaming life for putting us in those circumstances. What lessons have you chose to see in the experiences this past year gave you? What have you learned? We will never be offered life advice on a silver plate that somebody will bring to us as we sit and wait for a miracle to happen. We have these two eyes to notice and see. If we just open them enough, we might have the chance to observe all the opportunities and doors to open that life gives us. We can choose to see in every experience a lesson, a blessing, or even a hint for what we need to do next in order to create the life we want. How much do you see as a blessing from the life you have lived until now? How grateful are you for what you've got to experience this past year? If you are now here, dealing with thoughts about how you should go about life this next year, then you are lucky. You are offered the privilege to keep walking on this earth, to wonder and explore ways of creating more, discovering more, learning more and serving more. What do you want to do next? Do you have any wishes and aspirations for this new year? How do you see yourself living in this next 12 months? Let's say you were offered one more year to live. No matter what you do, no matter what medication or treatments you'd use, you'd still be granted one more year of life. What would you do in these last 12 months of your life? How would you treat the people around you? What words would you choose in your conversations? What books would you read? What places would you go to? What would you do? Nobody knows how much life they have left. We are gifted with life, but it has its limits. We are offered opportunities and chances, but they are not infinite. We receive years of life, but none of us knows for sure how many. Why not make this new year the best one yet? We don't know where we're headed and for how long, so why not make it a remarkable one? Forget the education you received that limited your thinking. Forget what others said about your looks or your ideas. Forget the failures you had and remember only the lessons they brought. Why not start over? Start from scratch. We're about to experience new seasons that can help us create new scenarios for our lives. We're about to step into a new episode of our life's soap opera. So why not make it win an Oscar? Why not bring our truest and most authentic self onto the set of our life and play the best main role that we can? Why not make this new year the year that we got awarded for putting in the hard work and preparing for this role that so many other people noticed and appreciated? Why not?